Oh yeah, we still don't have our Shiva powers. After the storm. Sort of confusing considering that's what the continent's called. Oh, all the side quests are here. Maybe I should have taken a break after all. Because this is the faff section. And you? Yeah, that's not new. Glad to be back.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid? You cracked another crystal?
Just go outside, buddy. They're fucking tall as skyscrapers. I'm not doing this. I just like seeing the new added place. With. There's Benedicta. She turned into a very happy-looking evil white harpy thing. There's Liquid Flame. A cat. Just the villain of the particular episode is a cat. This is the interdimensional monster. Right, Sharon?
Just stand there gawping.
Yeah, I think that was a dead, because it was called Typhon. Typhon's from Final Fantasy VI. But Typhon is a wind summon in the earlier games, so I think it was an icon that's had its body stolen by monster, interdimensional monster. Do you want a pat on the back, do you? I suppose you deserve one, just don't let it go to your head. You'd be lost without Jill, to say nothing of yours truly. If it wasn't for me keeping you fed and kitted out, neither of you would have stood a chance. Fair's fair, you took the chance I gave you and brought the whole bloody mountain down. Bet the Iron Blood couldn't believe their eyes.
Poor buggers.
We'll just have to find someone else to worship. Of course, plenty of other folk in these fair isles who still reckon those rocks are worth more than the weight in diamonds. So you keep doing what you're doing, and if you show them how wrong they are, it's coin they want to put their faith in. Just as long as you keep covering up, that's my faith will stay with you. Alright, what stuff do you...
weighing you down.
Oh, Platinum Sword is good. Platinum makes for a poor blade, being too soft to withstand rigorous use in battle, too expensive for the common soldier to afford. It does, however, allow for innate designs and cross guard hilt and pommel, whereas rare metal is most often what? Well, I mean, you say it's poor, but it's like better than it's better than Leavenbot. It's better than all the other swords I have. I'm not going to buy it because there'll be a better sword in just a second. Platinum belt is also better, while copper ore, iron, even gold mines are plentiful in the Twins. There's one location where white gold has ever been found, southern western Ash. Such Kingdom of Walud controls the realm's sole supply of rare and highly sought after metal. It proceeds from its exports, funding the nation's military incursions into Storm. Platinum cannons. Platinum plates which adorn these... that's shit. Mithril's better. Adorn the wrist guards are less for defense than they are to warn any would-be attackers that the person they're about to assault has amassed enough of a fortune slaughtering armies and claiming their gear that they no longer need to worry about frivolous things like protection.
It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
No, far from it. To the shelves. This is all skippable. But, you know, I paid lots of money for this game, so I'm doing it all.
Farewell, Drake's breath! Oh, hell, Sid, the outlaw!
Yay!
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Oh, Drake Smith.
And so, it is done.
A feat 5 years in the making, with the Mother Crystal's final cry legacy passed from one outlaw to the next.
The tale is far from over.
And though we cannot know if it will end in triumph or tragedy, I only pray that I'm here to bear witness. Bear witness!
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
I would.
find for you today.
Great. These are no new Holy Order of Shields of the Blackened Pinion. The official name of the Order of Knights established by the Imperial Province of Rosaria, who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them, commonly known as Black Shields, after the colour of their armour, a hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the silver-clad Dragoons. Unlike the heroic Dragoons, however, they are feared and loathed throughout the Imperial Province. Craig Laris Gate, capital city of or the Iron Kingdom, located in the Boiling Sea Islands of Ironhome, several 100 leagues off the coast of western coast of Rosaria. Its name means charred rock. In the AEA, there's an A, an E, and an A in that word. Tongue. Drake's Eye. Mother Crystal, which stood the frozen waste of the northern storm. Now, that's why they said the 5 remaining. Mother Crystal, which stood in the frozen waste of the northern storm, lands now lost to the blight. Soon after the Mother first fell, the tribes of the north, in bid of desperation, marched south to Rosaria. Shiva's dominant at their fort. A terrible battle ensued, which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the ducal armies succeeded in driving back the invaders for a time. That's why they have Shiva. Okay. Oh,
You wish to study the tomes?
this is what I was going to show. I'll start with here. So there's Typhon, seemingly drawn to the destruction. Yes, that's not the one we're going to read. Just want to show off. Oh, there's the Flan. Big cat. Minotaur. This is how buff this fucking cowman is. Which one was I going to click on? Shiva, she's relevant now. Warden of Ice, whose appearance on the battlefield makes her enemies' blood run cold. The Iron Blood sent Shiva against the Republican forces. The Nisa's Defile, where she dueled against Titan, the icon of Earth. A glacial aspect and ability to conjure boreal boulders from the ether. Shiva's appearance on the battlefield makes her enemies' blood run cold. Yes, you said that before. Mysteries of the Realm. Ethereal Tolerance. The ability to resist the effects of ethereal exposure, the higher in bearers and dominants, and occasionally dogs, allowing them to survive concentrations of ether that would turn any human who lacks the gift. Some animals, including chocobos, also have natural resistance. I can't find enough chocobos that have natural... No! Television, don't turn off right now. Oh god. Please do not turn off. Okay, we saved it, it's fine. Some animals, including chocobos, natural resistance to the effect of the ether, but one of many reasons why birds are so beloved across the twins. Lay of the land. Valis there. After the fall of Drake's head, realm comprising of the twin continents of storm and ash. Over the Mother Crystal stand timeless vigil, timeless that is, until Sid and his disciples commenced their campaign to bring each one, starting with Drake's head crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion throughout the great cities, nations of Valis there. Who the fuck are you? Nectar! Hideaway's resident Moogle from Cedar found trapped between the fallen ruins, brought back to his dead land home, while all others hear its words as naught but a succession of adorable Kupo-like cries. Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low, from which purpose it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. Then I have to go back, and I have to read these ones as well. The Iron Kingdom. Archipelago nation situated off the west coast of the storm. The capital at Craig Lursk. Mouth Crystal to express rises from the volcanic island situated just within its borders. Worshipped as a god, state religion. The crystalline orthodox dictates the same religion decrees the use of magic to be anathema. Bearers and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to even greater discrimination than suffered by the brethren in the mainland. Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, Ironblood's attitude to other nations one of indelible antagonism. Oh yeah, we read that one already. The Patriarch. Well, I got to crush the Patriarch at least. The island nation situated off the west coast of Storm, the capital there, despite being normally a monarchy. Patriarch, the most powerful priest of the crystalline orthodoxy, is the truth the most powerful person in the kingdom. He rules from the Isle of commonly known as more commonly known in Storm as Mount Justinus, on which sits the Mother Crystal Drake's Breath, focal point of the faith. Here, countless bearers kidnapped from their homes in Storm and Ash are made to suffer in the name of religion which deems them less than human. Island nation situated off the west coast. In the year 878, its Mother Crystal Drake's Breath was destroyed in an attack launched by Sid the Outlaw. The loss of the crystal and the patriarch, chief of the priests who serve it, plunged the kingdom into chaos, leaving the monarchy wanting a leader beyond its political impotent royalty. Okay, that one took a while. Drake's Breath. Though its occupation is historically traced to the Duchy, control of the crystal was recently wrestled from Visaris' grasp by the Crusade following the series of bitter conflicts. Mother Crystal that once commanded the waters between Visaria and the Iron Kingdom, after centuries of bitter conflict, Iron Blood to control the crystal and the island which upon it stood. That is until the year 878, when the Sacred Spire was brought crashing down by none other than Sid the Outlaw. Crystalline Orthodox religion dedicated to the worship of the Mother Crystal's priesthood enjoyed great power. Patriarch's leader and chief shepherd of the faithful, most powerful of all, while best known as the state religion of the insular Iron Kingdom, it was once practiced throughout Velastair. To its believers, Mother Crystals are little gods, and the wasteful expenditure of ether through the use of magic is strictly forbidden. As such, those who do use magic dominance and bearers both are seen as subhuman aberrations. Marley, born in the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, Marley was kidnapped in the Iron Bloods during the invasion 18 years before, taken back to the island of Justinus, where she was forced to serve as a handmaiden for the priests, Crystalline Orthodox, where she met young Jill Warwick and took her under her wing, caring for the terrified child. I thought we read that one. Oh no, the dot was there. Sorry, didn't need to read that one. High Priest, the Patriarch of the Crystalline Orthodox, who conducts the sinister ceremonies on the Comrak, I don't know how to pronounce that, holy sanctuary built around the heart of the Drake's Breath. Zealous believe in the Orthodox teachings. The bearers and dominants are unclean creatures born of sin. Zealous believe that he conducted his sacrificial slaughter of bearers, claiming that he was merely cleansing them of their corruption, slain by Jill Warwick when he returned to the Iron Kingdom, in not only for the crimes he committed, but for those he forced her to commit in the name of his crusade. Fuck that guy.
All to the shelves shall ever be open.
Farewell, Drake's Breath! All hail Sid the Outlaw!
Yay. I'm into that one. To the blacksmith.
If you need out, just ask Nan. She's got a load of new stock in.
What do you need? Must have been hot.
Hang in the belly of the crag might be work for you as a smith when you hang up the old sword, but I'm betting it won't be for a while.
How hard it can be.
Trying to fill another man's boots. I reckon, especially when he's still got on. I was like, get out there, my feet are in there. Like that. I reckon you've grown into Sid's nicely. He'll be proud.
So, what'll it be?
Platinum sword +1. Oh, it uses the liquid flame. Maybe that is my next sword. So it's just a normal sword built with extra bit. Fair enough. New sword.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Puts my health down. Puts my defense up. It's probably more important.
Should last you a good while.
Platinum cannons are crap, but they probably reinforce better. Let's reinforce this immediately.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
Reinforce this immediately.
You can thank me later.
And they're still crap. Okay. Now we have a new sword. New sword is dropped. Let's go to the backyard because it's got an important side quest there. It's got a pillow. It's better be important. I've got to walk all this way.
Let's see about planting those seeds then. Sid, I
know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the duchy on other business...
Sometimes I think there's a little bit too much acting in this game. Sure, Nige, I'll get you morganbeards.
Tell me of these morganbeards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
The root of the problem. Wrong button. Would have been faster if I just walked back. What am I gonna eat?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
So, I know this is the other hideaway, but like, you've seen Jill's clothing. Jill came in at the start of the game with different clothing, and they were like, we're going to put new clothing on Jill. Go away, Clive, while we change her. And it's like, did you just use all the good clothing on Jill and just nobody else got any? Because, like, he's at least wearing, like, royal armour that he was given by... Because he's wearing his dad's armour. But, like, Jill, apparently they just had enough really good cloth for Jill. Just nobody... Does anyone... No. Not only Jill.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect.
How did you order them?
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both. They said they'd give us new clothes.
What's next? Bunch of stuff to our left.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Kupka's guard haven't been seen there of late.
Mogul! I agree. I've got hunts. Every forge set Cooper, every crystal cracked, every friend made, every enemy felled. Curse breakers have expanded their operations too. Hang on, no, I don't read. He's whoopee already. We have another cowman. Sekret. Sekret's the name of a spider person, isn't it? And Severin. Rosaria Rhiannon's side. Like Terry Pratchett sort of. I see you. Get that as well. Okay, then they're near each other, but fuck it, we'll figure out. We travel south. Can't tell which way south is.
Let's go.
Pass, bird! Oh, we can glide! I didn't know that! I found a cowman. Killer bees and beam. Nope. Don't annoy the cowman, I'm sorry. I think this is just a regular Minotaur. That's cray-cray. Where's he going? I'm sorry, incredibly buff cowman. He wasn't even relevant. Now I just feel guilty. Where's this? Where's the correct cowman then? Sorry.
Ready, go?
Are you the correct cowman? No, you're just another Minotaur.
No mistakes.
My bird could jump that. Where am I supposed to go?
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
I guess I'll read the board again. Don't like to come back empty. I could have just done the other quest, but like... There's the board. Also, there's something there. We'll go in that direction then.
They said they'd give us new clothes.
And if you really want to know what's going on in the game,
What is it that you wish
there's
to
an inbuilt recap. Here's all the characters. Here's what they're doing right now.
Here's the latest information I have.
So these are the people. There's Ambrosia, super important at the start of the game. There's the Duchess, but then she's the former Duchess, and then she's with that, and then she becomes Holy Empress. And now there's a Holy Prince. Yeah, this mysterious bit of being here. Otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head, just Clive as mythos, before attempting to merge their consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead, to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. It's an ability Joshua has. I'm not actually going to do a recap because that'd be absurd at this stage, and I've read through all this already, but I like looking at the new ones. And yeah, medicine girl, just an orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. Why is she a person of interest? Curious. So Wade isn't overlapping because he's not dead. Maybe Sir Tyler isn't dead either. Sid's dead though. Also, Torgal, Puppy. You know, Jill's the ward of Rosaria. He's first shield, dominant the Phoenix. Puppy, that's Torgal's official title. And then Torgal becomes a fine hound. If you zoom in at the labels, so all the battles and stuff. I don't know who the fuck you are. I've seen you once and you've been in the... Anyway, and there's this situation map, so if you want it... So if you want to see the map for the entire game and all the movements of everyone, it's all there. It's all there. There's Drake's head. Drake's spine. Drake's tail. Drake's fang. Drake's breath. And Drake's eye? Yeah, Drake's eye is there. But it was already broken. Oh, did I forget? No, I didn't. Drake's breath crumbles and with the crystalline orthodoxy on the far down On the far side of the storm, the Fist of the Republic lays siege to Dominion, little knowing that their hero Hugo Kupka has learned of this nemesis' true identity, has come to a secret agreement with Empress Annabella. So these two are going to stop fighting now because they've come to an agreement. Crystalline Dominion just did fuck all game, just got invaded halfway through. But the Wallowed has presumably got designs.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Our man in Dalamir mentioned that Kupka's guard haven't been seen there of late.
Alright, where next? I need you to give me better information, Muggle. Okay. West of Rhiannon side, Rosaria. It's just a bigger one. I must have just missed him. And where's this? We could... These are all bees as well. North of Sorrowwise, Rosaria. We could have a cutscene as well, because I'm sure I could do the plots after the cutscene.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Interrupted?
Clive, where are you?
Saw that going.
In here.
Sorry, are you telling me that they haven't been intimate in 5 years? I find that difficult to believe.
This area's under attack.
What?
Because that was a 5-year time skip. Because
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me?
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I mean, Hugo does have the daddy of all traps, doesn't he? Because he's like wide boy.
Serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look.
That's the name of muscle, right? Traps. That's what I was doing. That was the pun I was doing.
Against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Beside which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt.
Hugo, that time I did it on purpose.
Must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already.
Hopefully we've not missed all the side quests, because I clicked on this too early. Didn't realise it would be quite this important of a cutscene.
And kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
So they're saving an intimate scene, right? right before the final battle. In fact, it's what Final Fantasy VII did. I think you were there for that, but for Final Fantasy VII, it faded away. And of course, this is the adult game. This is the mature game. We'll have clumsy figurines of people rubbing against each other while cameras, random objects in the room block your view of it, because it wants to be a mature story, but it can't because it's a Japanese game and it has to ride a line. So it can't be The Witcher. Which means, I don't know, sort of worst of both worlds, because it's still an embarrassing scene for somebody to walk in on, right? But like, what was I going to say? It's not a film I've watched, but there's a romantic comedy, and I think it's reasonably famous, where the person who wrote it was just like, I'm going to write this romantic comedy, but we're going to actually like show some like sex, but not in a way like an adult like action movie does it, where it's just fan service for men, but literally like the whole point of their relationship is that the like adults have sex, and it's not a weird thing that happens at the 11th hour, but like, so like, and I can't remember what film this is because I've not actually seen it, but like, it was just a romantic comedy but written slightly differently, and it's like, that seems like a more mature way of doing it, because it's like, it's a little kind of not childish, but the kind of the tethering of sex and romance like that, but like, that's what it did just there. It just like the chast, oh, are they gonna kiss? Like, fuck off. Like, they've been living with each other for 5 years. I have a hard time believing that nothing's happened. And it's why, like, in anime, they tend to do romances better when they're already established couples, so they can just act human rather than pointlessly like dangling the oh, will they, won't they type thing. Yeah. I mean, Japanese aren't great at it either. What was I going to say? I don't remember what that film was called, but I was thinking of... What was I going to say? Well, yeah, I think it's one of the reasons why people did like Game of Thrones for that. But, like, also, Game of Thrones was a little bit too much. In my honest opinion. And even Witcher is... it's like... nudity in Witcher is like prizes for doing things, which is a little bit of a gross way of doing it. But I'm sure there's a way of telling that story and doing that without it being weird. I think the problem is, in the same way... Also, hello, Craig. I did see you. Let's put it a different way. When you went, like, let's say 20 years ago, when they tried to put women in stories more often, there was a fifth turtle, a girl turtle, I think she was called Venus. And it's really awkward and weird, because they just had to kind of shoehorn stuff in. And it's where people say, like, oh, feminism's ruining our stories. And it's like, the kind of, not feminism, people being bad at writing stories and shoehorning things in is bad. But you just have to keep doing it until you get good at it. In the same... a more obvious thing, this game quite relevant, is when you start putting like more people of different races in films. At first, it's gonna feel like they're doing it, like forcing it, which I fucking hate that. But like, it won't be after what, like, you just get used to doing it. But like, I would like there to be more like sex in computer games and stories. Told in a mature way, and I think there's a way to do it. Don't ask me how to do it, I'd be terrible at that. But somebody can. It's doable. And it doesn't have, but not like Game of Thrones is not the best example, because she's like, some of those scenes where you could say like, oh yeah, there is sexual politics going on, or B, they're intimate in a way we're going to actually show for once. But like, some of those scenes are definitely like just boobs, just nudity for the sake of like, yeah, you know, like there's a balance, but like, it doesn't have to be completely Puritan all the time. And I only bring it up because this game clearly has designs for being a more mature storyline, and it's peekabooing is just funny, and that's not the tone they clearly aiming for. They wanted to be nudity, you know, they were trying to do a thing, and it's just funny, and like, I don't think that's what they were aiming for. I know. It's got to be quite hard for a Japanese game because obviously they get a lot of trouble for fan service as well. So they've got to ride a line, I guess, trying to be classy, but like, that's a skilled problem for a skilled writer, and I guess let's make sure we actually do all the side quests before we lose out on them.
They said they'd give us new clothes, but we've no point.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Don't worry. Everyone's prepared.
And obviously, it's certainly not for everyone. Even if you just do it for fan service reasons, I'm not like, because I may sound like I'm against fan service. I'm really not. It's just that like, especially Japanese games can be really fucking obnoxious with it. There's time and places for things. Yeah. West of Rhiannon's Ride. North of Sorrow-Rise. I did not look at where Sorrow-Rise was. North of Sorrow-Rise. Okay, well I can do two at once, right? 3 even, because they're all here. It's a weird spidery name. Or Martha. Well, what's on Thursday? I don't know if I'm ready for Thursday. I booked Thursday off.
Thank you for sticking
Oh,
with
we
us.
need to make sure we listen to the bard as well. Oh, yeah.
Take ages to tidy all this.
I got my pre-order in. I don't have my pre-order in. Let me pet the dog.
Get it, boy.
I hope fucking hell, how hot is it?
It doesn't seem that hot.
Fuck off. I don't know if you heard the watch then.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay. It's probably because I'm playing this game, but... North of Sorrow-Rise. Oh, it's you. Severin! I can't read that writing on the bottom left. I wonder what it says. Oh, I was hoping... Oh yeah, he does get unique dialogue. Ooh, she's with us again. Cool. Wish I didn't press that. Yep. It did hit him. Guys, I look on have to do. Are you an Eldar? I need to actually start dodging. Where's he gone? No! Get him, dog! Shit. Fucking hell, it just takes off so much damage. Could have dodged it, John. I know, but I've missed it quite often. Oh shit, I was really close to killing him. Fuck, that's really annoying. Oh god, go find it again. Oh, it's on the map this time. Stop with that. We might have to consider actually taking a break soon. The same, I don't know how long Craig's been here.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Those of us who are still here. I'd like to get all the side quests done.
You all right, boy?
All right, Sid.
Oh, I like those 12 frame per second creatures in the background. Yeah, I can't. Sometimes I struggle with 2 hours. Yay, bird dance. Work.
Good girl.
I've taken a couple of days off though, so I should be better.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Well, I'm hoping my sleep will be better in 30 days.
Thanks, girl.
Kill!
So that's because I was mid-move. You can get me, which has always been the case for this game. It's not like a surprise, but it's still kind of annoying. Oh shit! Oh, I did awful then. Oh, I thought I had it and I just didn't heal. I could have. Kind of grumpy with myself. Maybe I should take a break. I'm not gonna though. We'll do the other fight first, though.
Stay sharp.
What are you after?
Yeah, I should be using these.
Much obliged. There you go. Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
It's annoying because both times I was near the end, it's because my hands are fucking sweaty. And that's the only reason. It wasn't lack of skill. No, I just wasn't using the big moves. I just thought I had it at the end.
All right, Sid.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Ambrosia will help me just here, though. Ambrosia can really sometimes be really fucking fussy about the exact place I stand. Cool. I just walked off getting on the bird. Sorry, Ambrosia, I'm not sure what that was for.
Run like the wind. Enough of you. You deserve a rest. There's no turning back.
Oh, I should have been using this. Yeah, backflip! Defeated Notorious Mark, which is his name. They're all called Notorious Mark. I've got some Electrum, which I can use in crafting. But I stay in Prospect the first time. I have yet to locate a source of naturally occurring Electrum. The egg, only known samples are known for the remains of fallen automata. This has led to some to surmise that the metal is not, in fact, naturally occurring at all, rather a creation of the lost people obtained by defeating Severin.
From the ruins it came, and to ruin it returns.
There's one where you fight a giant eyeball, and he's like, oh, I wonder if he saw me. Oh, of course he saw me, it's a giant fucking eye. And then when you defeat it, he says, didn't see that one coming. I was like, oh, I didn't even know Clive could be witty.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And the rest of our team is with us as well.
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp.
They're not gardeners. Yes, the rest of the location is near far.
The size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to my flowers, though.
Drop up the goblins! Should have considered possibly buying more potions before buying a new one. And let's pick up some flowers. Lovely.
Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've gone to this much trouble. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
What were we looking for? There was one last thing here, wasn't there? It might have been somewhere else, actually. Fine, we'll go back to the in place. Damn hands. Oh, why is it in the backyard? It's miles away. Oh, I know why it's so hot. Because this flat. So this flat takes like a couple of days to warm up. But it also takes a couple of days to cool down. And yeah, so it's probably really hot specifically inside this flat.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
There was an icon telling me to come here. The rare flora has an unfortunate honour of being named after for the water spirits that are believed to haunt the swamps of Eastern Storm, trapping hapless wanderers in the morass that they might sup upon in hopes of their hearts. Infusion brewed from the flower's petals, by contrast, are quite tasty and known to cure all manner of ailments.
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals. And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Quest complete. That was a plus. So it has added something to the game. Yes, I know, fam. Necessary for increasing consumable potency. Adding but a drop of this concentrated extract to any curative or for performance enhancing potion will increase its potency. Also insists Nigel of the backyard. Consumable potency enhanced. You have obtained a phial of Morganbeard extract, hereby increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore HP. More HP, while strength. Oh, that's cool. Iron Heart tonics last longer.
Let's see about planting those seeds then.
That's why I do the quests right there. That means when I play after lunch, tea, food, whatever, we'll be able to go straight into the plot again.
And what can I do for you?
Want potions?
You've a keen eye. An excellent choice.
Awesome. Limit break. That would be quite nice then. Let's grab.
You've a keen eye.
Yes.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
That's
I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Those aren't real things.
2 bolts, already paid for in full.
And there's a new recipe.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Boklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Wild chocobos couldn't stop me. Watch, they won't be able to stop me. Oh god. Told you they wouldn't be able to. Oh my word! It's a raptor, a fucking raptor? You got raptors in this game? Where did these guys come from? These just chocobos but without feathers. No, just... I want a vulture as well. Right, let's carry on.
Come on.
Because it's a carrion bird. This is why I was saying that.
Faster.
How's everyone else doing? Oh, don't turn your camera.
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
I can give this guy a light stabbing.
Fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it.
Oh, he's,
Killer!
Oh, he's somebody who dives on cars.
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have
Just a light stabbing.
If you hadn't insisted, we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
I'd run away at this point. How do I taunt? Okay, I don't know how to taunt. Immediately, fuck this. Very calm bird in the background.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Tap that guy.
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Just a very casual stabbing would have gone a long way, is all I'm saying.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
How's that done then? Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
No, I still need to find one more person. I'll find one. Go back first. With one more mark.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
2 bolts of finest desert linen, one dyed bright crimson, the other deep indigo, ordered by the Hortense for use in tailoring dresses at a site for securing the delivery. The clothier added scraps of silk, velvet, and embroidery to the bundle.
Let's see here. 1 bolt of red, 1 bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet, or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all 3 to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Why are you asking me? Was this a plus? This wasn't a plus mission. This was just around. I'm gonna go for the lush red velvet.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Jill.
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh,
I should have said it out loud.
The 2 of you were raised together in Rosalind.
They did do that in Final Fantasy VII, but this is a random side quest.
Together, but
Together.
My father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories. Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
She's been wearing it for 5 years straight.
Sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Yeah, she took it off in the scene earlier.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
She has that grey hair, so any colour should suit her fine. But steel silk. What's that?
Said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen, not sackcloth.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Asgard Nectar's Adventures.
I trust you wrapped up warm.
I mean, that's not true. I'm pretty sure that Minotaur's wearing clothing, but and so do the goblins. Does it disturb anyone else that, like, the pom-pom has a sort of weird inside texture? Like an eyeball. It looks like somebody shining a light through an eyeball. My eyeball, specifically. Like, I'm sure the pom-poms were added, like, because they've had pom-poms all the way through the games. But in pixel form, you didn't really have to concern yourself with what the fuck a pom-pom actually is. But in the later games, they had to go, shit, what's it made out of? It's clearly a part of the creature. Although, like, they're not always koalas. Sometimes they're cats. The one in Final Fantasy VII looks fucking... It looks like a koala. I don't know what this is, like a weird cat thing. They change the animal sometimes. It's always a small, fluffy, floating creature with a pom-pom, but with a bright nose. But like, anyway, this is very fluffy, and I appreciate it. I'm all for it. But the one in Final Fantasy VII, which rides the chocobo, which is like a weird koala, lanky koala thing, I hate it. Speaking of, look, clearly wearing trousers, like a little thing. West of Rhiannon's ride.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
They say it's your men that keep the roads free of beasts and bandits. As one whose livelihood is reliant on safe passage from market to market, my chocobos and I thank you. And we get ourselves a medallion which does what exactly? I don't know, I'm not allowed to look at it.
All yours.
Am I allowed to look at it now?
All done?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was my impression of a monkey there. But also, I can afford this. Area Blast. Sweet. That does so much knockout. Oh my word. I didn't really look at that video. That lasts fucking ages. Or we could get... No, we're totally getting this one. Don't even consider not getting this. Goes whoosh. We are not done with that. So, gouge... Yeah, Rook's Gambit's kind of boring. It's just a kick, really, isn't it? But it does mean we have 2 sets of knockout damage. Right, Breath of Fire. We'll take the one for Breath of Wild as well. Yeah. Then Cleric's Medallion. We don't need potions to be that strong. Burning Blade. Oh, we'll keep the Berserker Ring on then. They're all purple right now. Okay. Save a game. Been a while. Ah! West Rhiannon. I don't know where that is. We were there earlier, weren't we? Am I being... Blind. I was just there a second ago. Muggle. Rosaria. I swear we literally went there earlier. Are there two parts of Rosaria? No, it's there. And once we've done that, maybe I'll do one more cutscene or read up some books. I'll let you go for a couple of hours while I eat. Then where I go, you go. This is Craig Claus.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's because you can't see it unless you zoom in slightly. Okay, well. We're just going on a minor tour of the area. That's a bit worrying because the Minotaurs are actually little elite monsters in of themselves, so a big one could be kind of scary. But the last mark was kind of scary as well. It took us 3 attempts. So maybe I'm just shouldn't be like, yeah, we'll just do this one guy, you know, taking him lightly. I can find the bloody dude.
No mistakes.
No, it's west. It is west of Rhiannon's ride. You're just a normal Minotaur.
All right.
Yeah, I checked everywhere. Does he just not turn up sometimes? Is this like Final Fantasy 12 with the marks just dependent on the time of day? Ah, the board was lying, he's not there. Right, we'll do that later. It's just not happening right now, and the mark will stay there, I'm sure. We'll get it so they put me on the map, if that makes sense.
You must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's
Alright, I'm just gonna have one last look, just to hear what it says though. He's clearly with the rest of them, he's not there for some reason. Maybe he just doesn't turn up at that point.
Gov gave you the news then?
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Dalmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Right, let's talk to Viv, quick. Yeah, I'm not going to go to the new place, but I'll set it all up ready.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now, where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rossfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
Woo! Medieval politics coming right up.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title.
He wide.
In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out. You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe? Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buet Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control.
Okay, so
tell me, pupil,
Mother deliberately let him in
to be the best
to undermine the Imperium as well.
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate. Then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way. And so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
See if we can find that Tauren one last time. If I can't find him, or if I die, or if I beat him, I'm gonna save game and let you go. I've been waiting for this fucker for a long time. Cook and wait. Maybe you have to kill all the cowmen. That's gonna take a while though. I don't care about you bees. There is a Minotaur, there's a Minotaur. There's a second Minotaur.
Straight home now.
Fucking Wendy! Yeah, we killed that guy fast. But we're not going to have all our cool abilities for the second one. That's just a normal one again. Shouldn't have done that while he was already staggered, but whatever. Where are you, Secret? I'll keep killing them until you arrive. Oh, fuck knows. Alright. I'll look it up later. I could do with a break. Oh, is it literally Rosalith Castle? That's cool. We do it later. And then we'll see Kuka and Mother later. I mean, she's clearly endgame. Either way, I've been having. Oh, not this. This needs to say part 1. I'll keep this. I'll fix this so you can read everything again. But I'll do a second sheet for part 2, which will be in like 40 days or something. Anyway, that's not the one I wanted to show. I've been having a Final Fantasy 16 adventure. Don't know if you noticed that or not. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Farewell. I'm gonna have some food. I suggest. Well, I don't know what time of day it is for everyone, but I don't know. Have fun times, but not too much fun. Too much fun makes sad snail sad.